Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2021 District 2 Workshop. We would like to introduce you to your Board of Directors for the 2020-2022 biennium. Your directors are Patricia Poland, Area 1, Zonta Club of Albany; Debbie Vecchio, Area 2, Zonta Club of Syracuse; Jessica Cosentino, Area 3, Zonta Club of Auburn; Karen Omar, Area 4, Zonta Club of Montreal. Your officers are Secretary Tammy Thompson, Zonta Club of Oswego; Treasurer Joyce Newkirk, Zonta Club of Schenectady; Lieutenant Governor Liz Tessiero, Zonta Club of Montgomery Fulton; Governor Teresa Harris, Zonta Club of Skinny Atlas. We would like to recognize our past District 2 international governors and announce those with us today. Linda Pearson, Zonta Club of Ottawa; Valerie Hume, Zonta Club of Ottawa; Dolly Dastour, Zonta Club of Montreal; Kathleen LaBelle, Zonta Club of Glens Falls; Candace Edwards, Zonta Club of Syracuse; Marjorie Lavin, Zonta Club of Albany; and Irene Orton, Zonta Club of Glens Falls. And now give a warm welcome to our governor, Teresa Harris.
Thank you, and good morning, District 2, and a special welcome to the members of our newest club, the Zonta E Club of New York 1. They are attending their first district workshop today. We have a special welcome going out to each of our 25 first-timers. First time attending a district event. Later in this workshop, we're going to have a drawing for a $50 Amazon card. And you live attendees are all so terrific that each of your names are in the drawing. And the first timers, you're in there twice. So again, thanks for being here. We are all busy, but you chose to spend these 2 hours today for your Zonta service, and I'm grateful. Our voices are amplified when we raise them together in harmony. This workshop focuses our direction, makes our values visible, and helps us make meaningful strides. Our workshop is in the month of May, which is not a coincidence. It's there because May is the last month of the Zonta year. It's a good time to reflect on what went well and what we maybe could do better. Now, Zonta isn't an organization with committees. It's an organization of committees. Just as your club president appoints leaders of key committees, the governor appoints some very special people to lead these same committees on the district level, to coordinate the club committee leaders, and also to meet with the corresponding international committee leaders who are appointed by the international president. Together, it's a very effective network. That's why we're always asking you, who are your committee chairs? One person alone cannot do all the work of Zonta effectively. I am so grateful for the work that our district committee leaders do, and you will hear from many of them in recorded updates today. And watch for other updates in our June district newsletter, like Judith Ainsworth's summary of the CSW events. You know, as governor, I don't get to read as much as I usually do, but recently, my club friend, Kathy Falgitano of the Zonta Club of Skinny Atlas and I had the good fortune to attend a presentation with the CNY female author of this book. It's called Free Thinker, and it details the life of Helen Hamilton Gardner, an advocate for female citizenship. She was also a key player in the suffrage movement and a good friend of Elizabeth Cady Stanton. Even though Helen lived and worked over 100 years ago, her words and appeals on racism, equal pay, morality, science, and the education of women could be spoken today. This tells me that we have far to go. We have spent over 100 years getting here, and we're getting close, but we're not there yet. And that's why you are needed in Zonta. Together, we create the passion and resources to change the world. Now, speaking of books, do you know the German man Lothar Meggendorfer? Well, a long time ago in the 19th century, books were great, but a little bit boring. So Lothar did something different. He invented pop-up books. and communication has evolved since then. Today, I ask you if your communication has evolved. You know, we say that we want to help women and girls in our community to level the playing field. And yet, we are keeping our best opportunity, the district scholarships, a secret. Let's look at the club results. 10% identified a woman in technology last biennium. And since we only had 20 clubs, that's a fancy way of saying 2 of you did. 50% of our clubs were able to find a teenager who performs community service. 28%, less than a third of us, found a teen with leadership skill who also wants equality for women. Some clubs are not participating right now, and it's not because you don't want to. I bet you if I asked every one of you would say, yes, I want to help girls in my community. So perhaps it's time to review the process. In your handouts are the details of the money available through the district. Check your club website, your words, your Zonta Scholarship and Public Relation Committees. Are you getting the word out? How are you getting the word out? Just as communication has evolved from smoke signals to books, even pop-up books and audiobooks, Instagram and social media, how are you telling your story? Because we also need to evolve. Please use your passion and creativity to think outside the box to help shape the future of others. What do we need to do to reach teens who volunteer? It requires a huge communication shift from what's currently going on. Connecting to people that we know, asking them, who do they know? I'd like to give a shout out to the Canton Club. Canton is one of the clubs who actually submitted an article to the press about what they were offering. I know this because Liz Tessero, who doesn't live in Canton, saw it in her local newspaper. Young people are exceptionally cause-oriented. They're hyper-aware of the world around them, which makes them perfectly poised to help tackle the world's problems through volunteering. They are out there, and the school guidance counselor may not know them. So let's reach out to them where they are, where they're volunteering. Maybe it's the Red Cross, Habitat for Humanity, the Humane Society, Meals on Wheels, Girl Scouts of America, tons of young ladies there that volunteer and show leadership skills. Certainly our very own student clubs, we could draw from there. How about reaching out to college sororities? And you know, many churches require community service from their young adults. So let's get some teamwork going in each of the clubs. Let's make a plan and work your plan. Whatever you decide to do, please promote the district opportunities in your community. And you know, sometimes you may think that you need to have budget money to do it. Well, that's the old way of thinking. Well, let me just say this. There was a whole lot of clubs that have budget money for these awards, and they didn't have an applicant this year. In the handouts, there is a certificate that Zonta International made. It's really terrific, and your club can use it for applications that you collect for the district. You are really not collecting an award winner, I guess. You're choosing a semi-finalist to go forth from your community. We really want you to be out there in your community as a public service. So now, got another thing for you. Big thing of vitamin C. And in this case, the C is for contributions to the Zonta Foundation for Women, specifically annual fund financial support. And I have one request. Please make my job harder. Today, you'll hear reports on the 3 ways we support Zonta Foundation for Women: personal, club, and district annual donations. We may be called many things, but one thing we should not be called is not generous. There are 32 districts or regions in the world, and every month I get this comparison of districts report. And each month, every district in the world, except 2, have given more money to Zonta International Foundation than we have. So I can find this on this report in a second. I just look at the bottom of the report and scoop, there it is. Scoop is. Please make it harder for me to find District 2 on these reports. I challenge you. So what goes into the district report? Well, individual and club gifts impact the district report. So let's take a minute and talk about club. The clubs exist to provide service to the local community and to financially support Zonta International. We fundraise to make these things happen. 2/3 of our fundraising stays local and 1/3 should go to ZI. It's a very easy task for your club treasurer to do online. Just a few clicks and a debit card. All clubs fundraise. Even during the pandemic, you guys were just awesome. And most clubs have several thousands of dollars in reserve. So is there a reason not to contribute? Perhaps it's because it's not planned in your club budget. So I urge you to reconsider this so we can all do our part to support our global projects. For most of the year, our district had 20 clubs. So last year, 5 clubs sent funds to Zonta International. This year, 7 clubs have already given an average of $700 each, and we have 1 month to go. So at the district conference in October, we will spotlight the clubs who have supported in any amount. And I'd love to see that number of clubs grow to 20. Because of club support, Zonta Foundation for Women will be able to accomplish tremendous international service and education programs. You'll be able to reach people whose lives you would never be able to touch otherwise. You will make a difference for women and girls. So please consider making a club donation if you haven't done so already. This is an annual thing that we do. And again, this is the last month for this year. The last category of giving is personal giving. And in this category, I am so excited to say that there is progress. Our GoFundMe campaign for personal contributions improved our numbers greatly. Most of us tip our hairdressers more than we contribute annually to the Zonta Foundation for Women. Our average personal donation is $24. It's hard to buy a pizza for that price, much less to build a better world for women. We have over 500 people in our district. Last year, 60 made a donation. This year, 160 have. To be exact, 164. Great job. That's a super, super improvement. Many of those donations were $10. So clearly, this is progress. Yay. Yet I think we could do better. I don't want to speak for your pocketbooks. That's a personal decision. But if you could add a 0 to that $10 donation, please do so. Treasurer of the E-Club, Sharon Bassett, has a husband named Everett, who's a retired pastor. He once discussed the biblical story of David and Goliath with a group of children. He asked the children what it meant to have courage. He expected them to say, well, not to be afraid. But he wasn't quite ready for one little sharp girl who said, it's when you're afraid, but you go ahead anyway. And I encourage you to go ahead anyway. Take your turn in Zonta leadership and grow in Zonta. Well, the theme for the biennium is transitions, changes, and new opportunities. And when Zonta International President Sharon selected her biennium theme of transitions, changes, and new opportunities, she had no idea what 2020 or 21 was going to hold for the world. This year, the D2 in-person conference will be canceled, and D2 will hold its very first electronic conference. You'll hear more about this today. Membership momentum is on the rise. Yay! Your district applauds you. Please continue to be brave, to take risks, to reach out, and to add to your club membership, or even start a new club. You know, boredom will not help you grow. Tell a story that no one else can tell. Find your club's purple cow, the thing that makes your club stand out. Pick a project, a scholarship. You know, 28,000 people around the world have paid to volunteer with Zonta because they like the things that Zonta does for women and girls. Let's let our own community members and friends and family know what Zonta does for women and girls and invite them to join us. Recruit marketing professionals and web designers. And when they are ready to join, please let them. Gone is the archaic practice of hanging on to a new member's application and dues. It serves no one. Think of membership, attraction and retention, as as important as fundraising, service, and advocacy actions. We can have the best mission and programs, but without members, we will cease to exist. And you will hear more about membership soon. Zonta clubs are comprised of amazing human beings, and as such, we have an obligation to empower the next generation, to be a role model for others. And one of the best ways to do this is to sponsor a student club. We cannot be what we cannot see. Please help the youth of today to see a bright future of equality. Help them get the skills and the know-how to advance. Each club is asked to mentor a student club as part of their community service. And I applaud the clubs who have. Today, we shed our old thoughts and go forth with a new resolve, a new determination, and a sharpened focus. Next, we'll have our recorded reports. Have your camera off for that part, and then we'll have a fun stretch break. And then you will go into your area's virtual room for small group discussions. Have your camera on for that. And then we'll meet back for a recap and a close at noon. So have a great session. Bye now.
Thank you, Governor Teresa. It is my pleasure to report on the Every Member campaign. I am so proud to say that District 2 outdid itself by just about doubling last year's individual donations. 164 of our members donated $8,802, putting us in the top 1/3 of the districts. Kudos to all who contributed. Many clubs made contributions to ZFFW. Please remember that clubs are asked a 1/3 donation from your club of all the monies you've raised. Here is a suggestion. None of us need more stuff in our lives. So to honor someone or to acknowledge them, make a donation in their name. It feels good and it'll brighten another's day. Heck, it might even pique their interest in Zonta. Please watch for the invite to the virtual room at the conference in October. You will meet me and our international rep there, and I promise there will be surprises.
Hi, this is Kim Snyder with Ogdensburg Zonta Club, and I want to remind you all about the Jane M. Klausman Women in Business Scholarship. It is due on July 1st. You can find the application on www.zonta.org. It's under Programs and Education. The district winners will be announced in October, and the international winners are announced in December. Clubs can promote this scholarship on social media. You can email it to local colleges. It is for second-year college students or last-year master's students pursuing a business program. They can be women of any age, and they must demonstrate an outstanding potential in business. So I'd like to see 21 applications. That's one from every club, including the E-Club. And I hope that we get some real good applicants, and I hope you all are able to get that scholarship out there from you soon. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Ellen Marsh. I'm chairperson for the Young Women in Public Affairs Award. We look for young women between the ages of 16 and 19 years old to volunteer and demonstrate leadership abilities. I would like to thank the clubs from Canton, Montreal, Ottawa, Ogdensburg, Albany, and Auburn for sending in applications. I would also like to thank two of my good friends and my daughter. The award of $1,500 will be presented to Ava Johnson, whose application was submitted by the Zonta Club of Albany. Ava is a very well-rounded young woman who created the Essential Shell. The Essential Shell provides support services for people who have been in nursing homes and rehabilitation facilities for extended periods of time. This pantry is in association with the Capital District Center for Independence and provides food and hygiene products. You will hear more about Ava at our future awards presentation. Thank you.
Good morning. I am Betty Sundstrom from the Upper Hudson Valley Club and the district chair for the Jean M. Kuhn Humanitarian Award. This District 2 award is $1,000 and honors Jean M. Kuhn, a past governor who devoted her life to serving others. It is eligible to high school juniors and seniors who excel in service to their schools and communities. Service is a critical tie binding us to one another. It is wonderful to acknowledge and encourage teens who have gone above and beyond by serving others. We had 10 applications submitted this year. I would like to thank the clubs that participated. They include Albany, Auburn, Canton, Glens Falls, Montreal, Ogdensburg, Oswego, Ottawa, Skaneateles, and the Upper Hudson Valley. Additional thanks to my committee members, Deb Outlowski and Linda Pearson, who helped select a winner from so many talented entries. The winner of the 2021 Jean M. Kuhn Award is Tasneem Al-Nahas from Ottawa. Congratulations to Tasneem and to the Ottawa Club members. Tasneem is the co-founder of Levant Piano, which organizes events and lessons from talented musicians to the special needs community. She is a member of the Plan International Speakers Bureau, which makes presentations and policy-changing events to break down the barriers faced by women and children. She also designed and built an app to help the immigrant and refugee community. We will learn more about Tasneem's many accomplishments at a future awards presentation. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Vanessa Rayrod. I am the District 2 Advocacy Chair. Advocacy is one of the required committees where clubs try to educate and affect opinion of the public and our legislators to make things better for women and girls. We have been convening as advocacy club chairs, working on ending child marriage in New York and supporting the Equal Rights Amendment deadline removal. One of the easiest ways to advocate is to participate in Fast Action Fridays. You will receive an email, which we ask that you forward to anyone you know. It doesn't even need to be somebody in Zonta, and ask them to participate as well. Once you receive the email, you open it up and it takes you to the Action Center, as you see here. And you can click here to track legislation. You can also enter your information here. So when you receive these on Friday, please do not dismiss these emails. You are in Zonta. Take action. Thank you.
Good morning. We have exciting news for all club treasurers with respect to the dues payment process for the 2021-2022 year. The Zonta International membership team has made significant improvements to the dues payment process for both international and districts. New in 2021, invoices for dues payments are available online only. New member transfer forms are available also online. New members can be added after April 1, 2021. So far, the online district dues payment feature has been working very well. Payments can be made by paying through PayPal or with your club's debit card. Zonta International has invited all club treasurers to special training sessions, step-by-step instructions to manage a club roster and pay dues online, and answer any questions you may have. Please note that in order to participate in the Add Your Voice membership campaign, you must pay dues online. Annual dues are due to Zonta International and District 2, June 1. That's our New Year's Day. I hope you find this information helpful. And if you have any questions or need help, please feel free to call me. Thank you.
Good morning, District 2 Zontians. I'm delighted to talk today about the endowment fund of the Zonta International Foundation for Women. Building the endowment was a major effort during our Zonta Centennial and is still a priority to assure our organization's long-term stability and service to women. The idea is straightforward. The organization retains and invests your contribution, and only the earnings from the funds are used. Here's a graphic to show how that works. You see a small gift can more than double over the years. So it's truly a gift that keeps on giving. You can contribute to the endowment the same way you would make any donation to the foundation, but I suggest an approach particularly suited to endowment giving. Leave a legacy designated for the endowment fund. The gift will continue to benefit women well beyond your own lifetime. Zonta honors individuals who make a bequest by naming them to the Mary E. Jenkins Society. This recognition comes as soon as you inform Zonta that you've made a bequest. Here's a brochure that describes the society. This brochure describes the society and tells you how to join. It's available online, or you can ask me to mail you a copy. I'd like to take a moment to recognize Val Hume, former district governor and member of the Ottawa Club. During the centennial, Val became a member of the Mary E. Jenkins Society. Thanks for being a role model for us, Val. I now want to share a confession and give you a challenge. The confession: I meant to join the Mary E. Jenkins Society during the centennial. I got started, needed to check some information, never got around to finishing. But preparing this presentation motivated me. I will join by the end of this May. My challenge to you: if you also join by the end of May, let me know and I'll make a contribution in your honor to the endowment. I would be happy to talk to clubs or individuals about the society, and I hope you'll all consider joining the dedicated Zontians in the Mary E. Jenkins Society. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Claudia Jasinski from the Zonta Club of Utica. I'm very proud to chair the Zonta District 2 Z and Golden Z Club Committee for the 2020-2022 biennium. Like most of you, I joined Zonta because I want to make a difference. With 2 young granddaughters, it's extremely important to me that we achieve the Zonta International vision of a world in which women's rights are recognized as human rights and every woman is able to achieve her full potential, where women have access to all resources and are represented in decision-making positions on an equal basis with men, and where no woman lives in fear of violence. To fulfill that vision for the future, we need to reach out to today's young women too. One very powerful way we can do that is by sponsoring student clubs, Z clubs at the high school level, and Golden Z clubs at colleges and universities. Z and Golden Z clubs give students a chance to think about their potential through the lens of Zonta's mission and vision, to connect with like-minded people, develop leadership skills, and realize how their efforts can make a difference in their local communities and beyond. Through their sponsoring Zonta Club, they are connected to professionals in many different career fields and can benefit from networking and mentoring opportunities. As Shafra Zoda from the Golden Z Club of Utica College says, Golden Z is important to me because it helps me be part of a good cause by helping those in need. Here are some more comments from Z and Golden Z Club members from around District 2.
Hi, my name is Emma and I'm the treasurer for Golden Z. Golden Z is important to me because I am able to advocate for women all across the globe, and I'm also able to meet new people on UC's campus.
I'm Amber. I'm the president of Golden Z at UC, and I'm also a founding member. Golden Z is important to me because I really care about my community, and we didn't have an organization like this on campus when I came as a first year, and I had a Zonta Club in my high school that I really enjoyed working with my community with, and I thought it would be nice to have one on campus. I'm really thankful to have the opportunity to provide community service and also focus on women empowerment.
Hi, my name is Kendall, and I like being part of Z Club because I like the chance to help women all across the world by creating baskets and baskets full of essentials they might not have. I like to step in and help get daily supplies that aren't available to them. We love Z Club because it makes us feel like a team on and off the court.
Many thanks to the Columbia County Z Club and their advisor, Sarah Braley, and to the officers of the Golden Z Club of Utica College for providing input on very short notice. I'd like to recognize the other active clubs in District 2 as well, the Auburn Z Club, the Cortland Z Club, the Manlius Pebble Hill Z Club, and the Oneida Z Club. They continue to do amazing projects even during the pandemic. So how can your Zonta Club sponsor a Z or Golden Z Club? Like every other good thing in Zonta, it starts with the club president appointing someone to be in charge of the committee or a volunteer stepping up. And then it can be as simple as making contact with local high schools, colleges, and universities to find out their requirements for organizing a student club and to identify a faculty advisor. For Z clubs, another option is to start a community-based club, which is not affiliated with a high school. The next step is identifying potential members and having them recruit others to reach the charter requirement of 15 students. Faculty advisors and teachers and other staff can be invaluable for identifying strong charter members. Working with former Z Club students can make finding charter members for a Golden Z Club even easier. The District 2 website has resources for each step of chartering a new club, including the Z and Golden Z Club manual and all the necessary forms. Although some funding is required from the sponsoring Zonta Club for the $25 charter fee and induction ceremony, etc., many student clubs support their service projects and other events through their own fundraising and by assisting with Zonta fundraisers. Zonta clubs that sponsor student clubs realize many benefits. As in so many other areas, what you give comes back to you so much greater than your initial effort. Z and Golden Z clubs give us the opportunity to share our mission, vision, and professional knowledge with a future generation. In return, their energy, optimism, and fresh ideas can reinvigorate us, and some of these students will eventually join our Zonta clubs as young professionals. Sarah Braley, the advisor for the Columbia County Z Club, describes the rewards this way. Being a Z Club advisor is important to me because I think it's important to raise a generation of strong women and compassionate young men. Through monthly Z Club meetings and activities, these young adults are able to make connections with one another, with their community, with mentors from our Zonta Club, and with those less fortunate. They are learning about international issues as well as local issues, and they want to make a difference. Empowering young women to find their voice is truly a wonderful experience. If this presentation has inspired you to take the first step, talk to your club president. If you are a club president, identify the member or members in your club who are passionate about helping young people make a difference in your community and beyond. Each of us can be a part of this. So let's get started.
Good morning. My name is Amy Quinn, and I am the District 2 Service Chairperson and a charter member of the Zonta Club of the Adirondacks. As you may remember, at our last district seminar, we launched a service project which involved our clubs coming together to make a public service announcement entitled "There is Hope, There is Help," to combat suicide, normalize emotional struggle, and offer a unified show of support and sharing of resources for all. Thank you to each of you who made that happen, and there were a lot of you. The district video was important, moving, and meaningful. Job well done. Let's take a minute to watch the final product now.
No está ni solo ni sola. Llame al 1-888-628-9454. You are not alone. Help is here.
My name is Cassie, and I know exactly how you feel because I felt the same way. What I found was that my greatest breakthrough happened right after my most devastating breakdown. So if you can, hold on to hope a little bit longer, and your breakthrough just might be right around the corner. The message shared in that video will always be timely and worth sharing. And I challenge you to go to the District Tube YouTube channel and share it again soon on your club and personal social media pages. For spring, I am supporting our clubs and asking you to partake in another district-wide service project modeled after a very successful project that our own club has completed. It is called the Pop-Up Period Pantry, and besides the catchy name, it is impactful to communities on a number of levels. It may come as a surprise to you that government benefits such as WIC, Women, Infants, and Children, and SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition Benefits, commonly known as food stamps, cannot be used to purchase feminine supplies like maxi pads or tampons. But as women who have had a period, you know that having those supplies is not negotiable and that they are not inexpensive. This conundrum leads to what is known as period poverty, a situation in which a woman or a girl must miss work or school because she is menstruating and does not have the proper sanitary supplies allowing her to leave the house. It might also cause women to have to make difficult choices between paying bills and buying food or purchasing these supplies. A recent study shows that 1 in 4 women has struggled to afford period products in the last year. 1 in 5 women has missed school or work or another similar event due to their inability to afford period supplies. Missing work or missing school disadvantages females. We can help to change that. This project is pandemic proof and can be scaled up or down to avoid gathering in person if that's your club's desire. You can also do it in a very public facing way. It starts by gathering feminine supplies. If your club is feeling flush financially, you can use club funds to purchase them on a bulk discount, and a local restaurant or hotel may be willing to do that for you using their wholesale account. You can start a drive to collect these supplies. Publicize and arrange for a drop-off day of feminine supplies at one or multiple locations. Our club has used libraries, restaurants, professional offices, and hotel lobbies. Fashion a sign that contains your club's name and says pop-up period pantry donations here, and arrange to leave a box for drop-off. Once you have them, what do you do with them? Our club has done this project multiple times and in the following different ways. You can contact one or more food pantries in your area to share the donations. Women's shelters and college campus food pantries are also great locations for sharing these supplies. Looking for a more public event to share the wealth of your collection? Get a tent, some tables, in a prominent location, and open your pop-up period pantry to the public. We did ours on a Saturday in August. This project makes it easy to ask friends or family from other locations for support, as major retailers like Amazon, Walmart, and Target will ship tampons and pads right to you for collection. All you need to do is publicize the event and give supplies away to those in need, no questions asked. Women who attended our pop-up period pantry were so grateful to be able to get them for free, knowing that they are an expensive part of their household budget in trying times. Advertising this event is a great way to educate the public on the realities and the inequity of period poverty. Every time we share an inequity that can be remedied, we help to shape a better future for women and girls. This is an easy project that can get a community involved and that speaks to anyone who has ever purchased tampons. I will send this slide out to all service chairs. And of course, I'm happy to talk to you at any time with questions you may have about how to make this project successful for your club. Thanks.
Good morning, everyone. District 2 membership count. At the end of last biennium, it was 518 members. Today, we have 530 members. I'd like to welcome the new E-Club of New York 1. The E-Club consists of 14 new members, 5 reinstated members, and 1 current member, with a total of 20. Now we have 21 clubs in our district. Zonta International would like us to stay connected. If you haven't signed into zonta.org in a while, take a couple of minutes to update your Zonta membership profile today. You can do things like change your mailing address, change your phone number, change your security preferences, like how you like to be contacted, etc. Zonta International now has a welcome new member webinar. The webinar is held each month, and they say, do you have any new members in your club? Invite them to join us for one of our Zonta International new member orientation webinars. We will share the history of Zonta, the programs we support, and the resources available to members. New members will also make friends and develop contacts across global borders. The next session is on Thursday, May 20th, 2021, and moving forward will usually be the 3rd Thursday of the month. Sign on to zonta.org and click on News and Events. Add Your Voice campaign is now up and running. Zonta's voice becomes stronger when we recruit great individuals to work with us to further the mission and vision of Zonta. While the world is hurting from COVID-19, the needs of women and girls have increased, and the strides we have made for equality and opportunity are taking a step back in many places. Zontans are needed more than ever, and we should not be shy about asking individuals to join our community and speak out for our causes. Recruit new Zontans to your club. Register and pay for new members online between April 1st and May 31st, 2021, and their membership will extend to May 31st, 2022. All new members will be counted in the Add Your Voice campaign only online. If you send a check, they won't be counted for the campaign. Love Your Membership campaign that we held in February. The name of every new member entered in February went into a drawing for a crystal love necklace, and the sponsor gets one too. We had 7 new members join our district in the month of February. They were Natasha Bridgen and her sponsor Joanne Williams of Ottawa, Lauren Nagel and her sponsor Shirley Mack from Ottawa, Judith Barlow with her sponsor Francine Frank of Albany, Martha Jackson and her sponsor Amy Quinn from the Adirondacks. Emily Yvette with her sponsor Amy Quinn from the Adirondacks. Macy Hewler and her sponsor Amy Quinn from the Adirondacks. And Maria Roldan and her sponsor Sylvie Begin from the Zonta Club of Ottawa. So good luck, ladies. I'm going to spin. And remember, the sponsor and the new member get the necklace. Congratulations, Macy Hewler and her sponsor, Amy Quinn from the Adirondacks. This concludes my presentation.
Your D2 Leadership Committee consists of Dr. Camille Dillard, Wendy Kabczynski, Amanda Monet, Kieran Omar, and yours truly, Kathleen LaBelle. The Core Competency Program is an ongoing process or program, the purpose of which is to provide ways to help our members as they make the natural progression to leadership roles, to grow and enhance their skills and abilities, and help them lead in Zonta and at work and life in general. The program is meant to make it easier to develop leaders, preparing members as they eventually move forward to take their place in Zonta leadership. Dr. Camille will show you the steps and tabs where you can find the core information on the DI website. Start investigating the program right away so that by fall you will have completed many of the modules. When you register in the fall for our D2 October conference, you will be able to self-report and let us know the highest level of core competency modules you have completed so that you can be rewarded for your work. I will now turn our presentation over to Dr. Camille so that she can show you exactly how to access the information.
Good evening, good day, good morning. Go to zonta.org and your username and password. Go to My Zonta and then drop down, click onto Tools. Then scroll down to about halfway in the page, Leadership Development Tools. Click onto that, scroll down the page, keep scrolling until you get to Core Competencies Development Plan. Click on the PDF, and you'll see these 9 boxes here. Each one of these areas represent the skill set that's helpful for you to acquire. Scroll down a little further. Green, the color green is the area for the general membership. Blue is club committee chairman, chairwomen, club board for developing the core competencies, positions within Zonta. For more information, you just click onto a hyperlink and it will lead you to an area for additional information.
The program is meant to make it easier to develop leaders, preparing members as they eventually move forward to take their place in Zonta leadership.
You go to zonta.org, which is the Zonta International page. Then go at the top of the page to My Zonta. A drop-down menu will appear. Rules is the link you want to click on to. Then scroll down to about halfway part of the page where it says Leadership Development Tools. Click onto that. Then scroll down and you'll see where it says Core Competencies Development Plan PDF. Click on the PDF. And of course, what will appear is a process map for 9 areas. And a table will appear, and for each of the core competencies, there is a hyperlink of which you can click on detailed information.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory.
Also, I do want to say thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for all that you do for Zonta and the women of the world. As I always say, whenever I get the opportunity, I just do want to remind you to please be nice to one another. Thank you.
Well, good evening. You know, you can run, but you can't hide. Your district nominating committee have their antennae out, and we are seeking members to run for district positions. Yes, we mean you. This is an honor, a privilege, and besides, it is a lot of fun. Such an easy way to learn more about the Zonta organization from the district and up through to international. Are you a leader? Do you aspire to be one? There are mentors in abundance in our district, and International provides some very inclusive training to prospective leaders. It is very rare to possess every good leader quality, but you know that. It just takes a love of Zonta and courage to take the step forward. We are all here for you, and we certainly want you to succeed. Just think, the new board for 2022 to 2024 will be in place at a time when, let's hope, we will all be enjoying the camaraderie of in-person meetings and Zonta hugs from people around the world and in our district. Maybe even you'll get to experience a trip to Hamburg, Germany convention in 2022. Generally speaking, our district governor is the liaison between the district and Zonta International, one of 32 governors around the world and one of 15 here in the United States. Lieutenant governors generally spend 2 years closely working with the governor and learning and experiencing the many roles and duties that will prepare them for the next step-up role as governor. Each elected officer shall be a classified member of a club, have served at least 2 years in an elected club office, and or have been a district committee chairman. The governor, lieutenant governor, and area directors shall have served at least 1 year as club president. An elected officer shall hold no other elective position at district level. An area director is eligible to serve again 4 years after the completion of the area director's first term in that office. All of these duties and these prerequisites are available at the following sites. Look for the 2020 governing documents beginning on page 19 at the Zonta International website. The District 2 Rules of Procedure under Printable Documents on the D2 website, and in our district manual on the D2 website. So we've given you the facts. Now we look to you to help us present a full slate of officers for the 2022 to 2024 Zonta Biennium. It's an honor and a privilege to serve. Not to mention a lot of fun, meeting new Zonta friends around the district, from Canada, Western New York to Watkins Glen, south to Chatham, New York, and 20 clubs in between. Our target date is mid-March for those expressing interest in running for an office. And it is our goal to have at least 2 candidates running for each office. So, who's ready to take that leap? We need you. But more importantly, thousands of women in Zonta and beyond need you. Please feel free to contact either myself, Irene Orton, or Patricia Corbett at Patty, P-A-T-T-I, pocketbook at gmail.com. You can't forget that one. Or Diane DeMeo at Diane.DeMeo, D-I-M-E-O, at iCloud.com. And as part of this
biennium's nominating committee, I thank you so much. Now I'm going to turn it over to Patricia Corbett.
Hello. The position of area director is all about connections, to connect with new people, to connect with new landscapes, to connect with other Zonta clubs, to connect with the district board. An area director is a member of the district board. She attends district board meetings as called by the governor. She assists in the planning and implementation of district events. An area director is the connection between clubs in district. She visits the clubs in her area at least once during her biennium. She asks the clubs to report about their activities, and she relays that information to the board. Being an area director will deepen your connection to Zonta and other Zontians. Thank you. On to Diane DeMeo.
You love numbers. Have you thought about the district treasurer role? As treasurer, much of the work is done behind the scenes, such as managing financial statements, coordinating the payments of dues, and balancing the books. But you do have your share of board and club member interactions while preparing the budget, providing financial reports, giving guidance to club treasurers, and serving as a member of the district board. The treasurer also writes and sends checks to approved vendors and board members per approval from the governor and lieutenant governor. By being the financial officer of the district, the treasurer serves the utmost importance in assuring that the district's finances are on track, being managed, and that the district's financial viability is maintained. So, you say you want to do more for Zonta, but you don't think you can commit to holding a district office? Then the nominating committee might be just the thing for you. This role gives you the chance to help design what our district leadership looks like by seeking out, recruiting, and nudging your fellow Zontians to consider taking on a district board role. Also, like your club nominating committees, it is a very focused commitment, with the bulk of the work occurring over a 4 to 6 month time frame during the biennium. We need to have 5 names to submit. The top 3 nominees with the most votes will become the members of the nominating committee for the biennium. The chair of the committee will be the one with the most votes. So I'll turn it back to Irene.
Okay, well, thank you. That's a report from our nominating committee. You've heard from all of us. We are very anxious to get the ball rolling because these nominations will be voted on at our conference this October. So, it's not too early and we really need your help. Remember, you don't have to be asked by the nominating committee to run. We are looking for any suggestions from members, from people in your club, anybody who's interested. Please let one of us know and we'll take care of the rest of it. But we need your help in order to make this biennium super. And I know we will. And we thank you so much for your attention and we look forward to hearing more from you, perhaps at the spring workshop. So, Diane, thank you. Good night. Patricia, goodbye. Good night. It was great working with all of you, and I look forward to our mailboxes being just filled with nominees or prospective.
Yes, me too. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, ladies.
We try to gather images from each conference. The pictures from the conference in 2019 will be such a pleasure to review after being apart from each other. A really wonderful video, but it's kind of long. And I know you are just going to get a kick out of all the fun and the smiles from the highlights of Conference 2019.
Hello, fellow Zontians. I'm past Zonta International District 2 Governor Candace Edwards and the chairman of Zonta District 2's 60th conference, which has become District 2's first ever electronic conference. My job is to ensure a fabulous conference and bring highlights of the upcoming conference to you today. Let me start by saying that together we will be making history on Friday, October 15th and Saturday, October 16th, 2021. And it's time to get excited about this very special event. Watch your mail or your Zonta Express delivery, because each of you who register for this conference will be receiving a surprise package from Zonta International District 2 that will make you smile. And the first 150 to enroll will be receiving a swag bag of goodies as well. So plan to register early, and you deserve to smile. Let's face it, what we do as Zontians has been exceptionally challenging during the pandemic, yet you have all hung in there, attended Zonta functions online, held creative fundraisers, advocated for gender equality, served your community, and you even brought in new members. We want to make this conference especially nice as a tribute to all of you. It promises to be fun, functional, historic, educational, and even social. Be sure not to miss the virtual community rally on Friday, the first of its kind for District 2, which will bring together hundreds of people who care about women's issues, followed by an intimate Denmark-themed, purely social party with refreshments in honor of our Zonta International Director, Dorter Olsen. Then on Saturday morning, we open for official business with our traditional flag ceremony and introductions. Our student clubs will also be conferring in a moderated workshop and will be joining us throughout the day as well. Enjoy two excellent guest speakers, a life-changing communications trainer and an expert on the realities of human trafficking. Plus, there will be complimentary door prize drawings every hour and a grand prize raffle to raise funds for Zonta Foundation for Women. We are even working on virtual Zonta store for your shopping and fundraising pleasure. There will be announcements of top club awards and election results. Learn who our club delegates elected to lead our district for the next biennium. And finally, a heartwarming memorial service, which will honor our members who have passed away since our last conference. And guess what? We're only getting started. This conference will be the place to be on October 15th and 16th. No travel costs involved, no lodging, and no food costs. The cost to attend will be lower than ever. Come be empowered to advance the status of women worldwide and invite friends. You will learn new ideas and be refreshed, renewed, and inspired. For your information, candidate speeches and proposed procedure changes, budget, and commenting will all be posted online in advance of the conference for your review. Our business sessions cannot be recorded. There will also be people standing by for technical support throughout the event. We are not exactly sure how much cost of the ticket will be just yet, because it depends on our corporate sponsors. Previous conferences where we've paid up to $200, this one, you can count on it being less than $49 USD. And that $49 includes your surprise delivery, hourly door prize tickets, handouts. There'll be a keepsake color program and workbook and swag bags for the first people to register. The Zonta International District 2's first ever electronic conference will be fun, historic, and educational. The place to be on October 15th and 16th, 2021. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, we are now 11:11, just a little behind. We may need you till 12:10 today. But I want to ask you, have you ever heard of the Jerusalem dance? It's the latest African dance move at weddings performed by a female South African singer, and I'm probably killing her name. It's Nonsembo Zibode. Probably I killed it. But anyhow, it became a worldwide hit. after the shutdown, when these guys made a video on TikTok dancing to this song while holding plates of food and not spilling it. Well, the TikTok video went viral, and now it's trending around the world as the Jerusalem Dance Challenge. You can see Dublin nuns, airline attendants and pilots, students, CEOs, and everyone's getting in on the challenge, and it's a really catchy song. The words translate to "please protect me and walk with me." So why don't we watch some of the challenge entries, and as we do, why don't you stand up and move around a little bit because we've been sitting a while.
Jerusalema ikayalami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikayalami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana
ilondoloze zungangishilana tomaka emo wuru oti wuru si wuru èmi wọ́n wá mi ní gbòòrò tójú kò ojú o ní ẹni tèjú sórí táìmù sí ní sólè láti ìkàrà sí gbòòrò láti ìgbòòrò.
Dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami
Jerusalén, me das la calma. Nunca me dejes. Siento tu abrigo. No me dejes aquí. Jerusalén, me das confianza. Contigo siento perseverancia. No me detendré. Nunca me detendré. No. Y en el amanecer te quiero conocer. Tú me encontraste y me brindaste tu amor más grande, me renovaste y yo te
Jerusalén, quiero verte ya. No sé cuántas noches más tenga que esperar para tu gloria poder alcanzar. En ti puedo sentirme más fuerte siempre. Quiero agradecerte por estar presente. En la oscuridad tú siempre estás pendiente. Con la lucecita que se pone enfrente y me levanta. Y yo tengo fe. Y yo tengo fe. Y sálvame.
Let's continue. Patricia Poland always says, "You always start with me."
That's okay.
This is area one. So
You
what
can-
was the most profound thing in your breakout session once we all got in it?
One of the things that I found fascinating is that two of our clubs
have worked to secure grants in order to fund some of the work that they're doing, which I thought was interesting because I'm not sure that thought about they could go and seek money beyond their clubs in order to do things for their club.
Thank you.
That's my one sentence. I'm done.
Okay, and next we're going to go to Debbie, pretty in pink, and we'll ask everybody who's not an area director to mute. Okay, Debbie.
The sentence that stood out that I think wraps up what everybody mentioned, we talked about community service and we talked about scholarship and we talked a whole lot about membership, was present the passion. In whatever you're doing with Zonta, present the passion. Thanks, Dr. Camille, but present the passion.
Excellent. Thank you. I love it. Grants, passion, and area 3. Jessica.
Pop-up periods. Who doesn't love a pop-up period? Let me just break it down. We start building membership by doing pop-ups around town, letting people see what we do. So you have a pop-up period booth. Donate them. We have a pop-up booth for you all day. Bring them back. Here's a donation jar, and then we'll donate them. Ask what Zonta is. Pop it up.
Somebody says, hate periods, love pop-up pantries. Yes. Thank you, Jessica. And now we'll go to Karan for your one sentence aha from your group.
I think the most significant thing, our topic was staying connected during the pandemic and its challenges. The significant things that came up were everybody has been exposed to new technologies, which is a good thing. There's a heightened feeling of isolation, which is not so good, but there is a determination to stay connected when physical meetings come about, because some of us may not be able to physically join meetings, and we don't want to exclude anybody. So inclusion, connectivity, and supporting each other was the main theme that came through. Thank you.
Thank you. That's wonderful. So we had grants, passion, pop-up pantries, and support. Love it. Thank you so much. Well, ladies, it was the fastest 2 hours of my day. And before we get to our drawing and our thank yous, I'd like to share a small poem that I read at the Syracuse Club's Crystal Award Tea in 2014. It showed up on my Facebook just the other day. It's called Believe While Others, and it's written by Praveen. Believe while others are doubting. Plan while others are playing. Study while others are sleeping. Decide while others are delaying. Prepare while others are daydreaming. Begin while others are procrastinating. Work while others are wishing. Save while others are wasting. Smile when others are frowning. Condemn while others are criticizing. Persist while others are quitting. And boy, I have to say, you guys did all of that today by being here. Thank you so much for being here. I'd also like to thank our district chairman who presented today. You guys did awesome. Our area directors who led your great breakout sessions, and especially our tech team who made it all come together. Irena Gershman from Oswego, Robin Bridson from Syracuse. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to ask Sarah Braley, are you still here? If you are, I'm going to ask you to unmute. Sarah is a Z Club advisor. If she's here, I'm going to have her pick our lucky number. So if you are here, unmute and put your video on so we can see you. And if she's here, perhaps you could spotlight her, Robin. I hope it won't be very long before we're all together again in person. But until then, I have 3 things to say. Get your dues in. This is the month. Stay safe, stay well. And I'll add a 4th. Enjoy your family and friends. So long for now. Let's get our drawing in here. Okay, Sarah, you have a job, and so do I. You're going to pick a number from 1 to 135, and this is for our $50 gift certificate for Amazon.
I would like to pick number 18.
Number 18, Colette Brennan. And Colette comes from the club of Glens Falls.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah, for doing the drawing. And Colette, you'll be receiving a gift certificate in the mail from District 2. Thank you, everybody. And our board is going to stay on for a couple minutes afterwards. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye and enjoy your weekend.